I believe that there is a difference between your vocation, that's what you do for a living, and your calling, which is why you were put here on this earth.
Okay.
And I believe that whatever you're called to do, you actually are doing it probably from your early childhood. As Coach Louise just said,
Right.
she was talking into people's lives when she was a little girl. And so all along when I was a kid, I just loved music. Music was my life. I would beat on peanut butter cans at home, make my own beats that way. You know, I was beatboxing, rhyming with the fellas outside the school. So music was just who I was.
Something natural.
Something natural.
Okay.
And so another thing began to happen, and I think you might have touched on this too, Coach Louise, but people saw the gift in me.
Okay.
And so they would say, hey man, you know, not just in terms of preaching or you look like a preacher, but they would begin to say, man, you got some musical gifts, and that whatever I see in the Kirk Franklins and the Marvin Sapp's, I see that in you. So it's a combination of what do you find yourself doing? If you're on the couch saying, well, what's my purpose in life? You know, how do I get the ball rolling? You first want to look at what is it that you find yourself doing with ease. It doesn't even take any effort. Maybe you're just a person who's creative and makes little handicraft things. Maybe you're always encouraging people with a kind word. Are you the person that people call when they're in trouble and they need a shoulder to cry on? You know, maybe there's a counselor in you. And so I was, you know, operating in all these musical gifts. People began to see them and call them out. I will share with you one particular story. You asked about like a moment in time. When I was teaching, there was a point, this was maybe about 5 or 6 years ago. I was sitting there grading papers after school, and it was like I felt the walls closing in on me, literally. And I heard the Lord say that it's time now for you to leave this profession and to get more fully involved in your life's calling. You're a teacher, yes you are. This is your vocation right now, but now I need you to launch out into the deep area and trust me to bring you into the full manifestation of what you've been called to do, which is to help people find their divine purpose in life. And so I left about 5 years ago after hearing that, and it's been a journey ever since. So I keep hearing him at different points in time, and then I have to follow. And I did hear him about 2 years ago say, it's time for you to write this book. Every song has a story. Well, as I said before, can I show this? Hold on. This up here. This book is called Every Song Has a Story, and it's a collection of stories of my life. And I've also included the lyrics to some of the songs. So the chapter titles are actually song titles. So people may have heard the songs Please Don't Run. You know, that's a song that's based off of a friend of mine who was addicted to heroin and stopped coming to church and just felt like God didn't love her anymore. And I was reflecting not just on her story, but on just the story of so many addicts in my community. And I wrote a song as if I was the Lord speaking, trying to call to those who felt that they were not worthy of his love again. I know you've been unfaithful to me time and time again. I know you're disappointed with the way your life has been. I know you feel unworthy to receive my love again, but I swear to you this day, I'll never leave you till the end. I just want to shower you with my love from above, so please don't run from me. That's just one of the many stories and songs in the book. God has been dealing with me on encouraging people to reset their thinking. So if my final thought would be anything to a viewer, is just remember, you can reset at any point during the day, at any point. And the moment you choose, the moment you make that decision, as Mark Green rapped in the beginning, to say, if I've done wrong, God forgive me. The moment you make a decision, as he said in the second song, to have faith and say, no matter what it looks like, I'm going to exercise faith and I'm going to keep stepping. That is your brand new day. That begins another 24 hours for you. People who go through recovery talk about the next 24 hours. It's all about that. And we want you to make the best of your next 24 hours. It ain't easy, but it's possible.